Hey guys, it is G here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm out here in these streets again. So it's evening. Hopefully get enough light. So I wanted to talk about a little thing. I've been seeing some videos, and actually I'm thinking about doing a response video to a reaction video to one. But talking about racism and your experience with microaggressions with your foreign family in their country. I've been having a lot of guys, like in the past month here, I have been basically stopped and accused of stealing at the grocery store like 3 times. And it's always like something really petty. But guys, I want to talk about this because, of course, talking to my partner, talking to his family about my experiences here with racism is not always the best or most fun conversation. So guys, excuse me, chill. Excuse me. So guys, subscribe to my channel and let's have a little chat. It's funny because I've been here 6 years, and it's been interesting when I think about the evolution of my journey in Europe. But obviously Italy has been where I have been the longest so far, and I'm gonna be honest that I'm not sure if this is my forever place. I know a lot of people love Italy, and there are things to love about it. There's lots to love. There's lots that just can be properly exhausting, to be honest with you. Today if you guys are following me on TikTok, I share a lot of the little stories that drive me crazy here, and you can see some of the reactions from Italian people. Some people are very, like, oh my God, I can't believe like this is your reality. And then other people are like, fuck off, go back to your country. Or they're unapologetic or unfeeling because I'm American, and they're like, well, you should be used to it because America's racist. It's been interesting. But what I realized staying here, I've been here almost 6 years. The first like 2.5 years that I have been here, I realized like how protected my partner's family was with me. And not because of that, but not because of race or whatever, but they just were taking care of me. I didn't speak Italian, and I was basically, I guess, needing some escorts, and it's just their nature. Actually, they're such beautiful people, and they're so good to me that I realized those first few years I always had either my partner or his dad or his mom with me to do almost everything. So in that, I had a lot of protection from, I guess, the society at large that's here. And now that I have been here, I have some language skills, and I'm able to navigate things on my own. It's definitely a different experience being by myself. So like today, this happened just today, I was getting ready to do a TikTok video, like preparing some things to talk about how to shop for ethnic food in Italy. And I was going into an Italian grocery store. I already did some of my shopping at an Asian market. They don't sell like a lot of ethnic foods in the Italian grocery stores for obvious reasons. So you have to go to different markets. Go to Asian market, and my kid had picked up some chips, and he had them in the stroller with him. Anyway, after I go through checkout, I get stopped, asked about the chips. they don't even sell these chips at this market, in this grocery store. So I'm like, you don't sell these here. So I bought them somewhere else. The guy doesn't believe me, asked to see a receipt. And I'm like, what difference does it make when you don't even sell them here? You know, like, has nothing to do with your shop. So anyway, he's like, you have all these things under this stroller. I want to see receipts for everything. And I was just like, what's happening right now? So I basically was just like, you know what, you gotta fuck off. I mean, you gotta get the fuck out of my face. I couldn't believe it. And this happened a few weeks ago at a different store. Kind of the same thing. I paid for some stuff and my kid wanted to carry something with him in his stroller and I get accused of stealing. So, but this was even worse because these things don't even have them at this store. Like, it's not even a possibility. So anyway, it was a little thing, a little confrontation, if you will. And I'm going to be honest with you, like, that is the most exhausting part of living here, are daily microaggressions. I would say maybe once a day. Like something like that is a once a day kind of occurrence. And I mean, it's the microaggressions that make you crazy, generally speaking, in this kind of thing. And I would say I have I have a good partner, and he supports me, and he basically is like, okay, I'm going down to the store, talking to the manager, so this shit's not okay. As much as you shop in that store, I mean, I'm there almost every other day buying things, but I digress. There are things like that on a daily basis. And one of the challenges that I have also seen here with women, some women who are foreign, not just Black, who are foreign altogether, their partners want them to prove that these things are happening to them. They will gaslight them sometimes. It's like, well, did you understand? Or are you being dramatic? Don't exaggerate. That is a huge thing that Italians will tell you. Non esagerare. When you tell them about things that are happening, because they really have no concept. And partially because they have no concept of the lack of diversity, because when they exist in this world, they exist as themselves. And even if they have some rude things happen to them, it's not daily. It's not something that occurs, but they do know that their brethren can be argumentative and things like that. And they don't want to believe that it's because of racism or other kind of like isms, if you will. And I've seen like several women, or I've heard several women complain about their partners not supporting them or wanting to believe that they're confused about what they're experiencing and it's not exactly what they think it is. And I would say this goes for not just Black people, but anyone not Italian in Italy can experience like a good deal of racist behavior from Italians. And I think some of the conversations that you have with your partner are so important, to feel supported, to feel like you are, like protected, understood, heard, listened to. It's so important. And I do feel today, I guess, very supported and loved, because anytime these things have happened to me, my partner comes to my rescue. He believes me. He doesn't question me. He doesn't tell me that maybe I misunderstood or maybe I'm wrong about something. I mean, there was probably only one time where he was like in shock that somebody said something absurd to me when I was with my kid on the beach, and it was a few years ago. But I think now, having heard the stories, having also experienced himself, because he has, you know, gone out with our kids and had people say pretty rude things to him. They, like, one person compared our 5-year-old to like Gary Coleman. It was like, oh, he looks just like Gary Coleman. Really? Does he? Okay. And then and it wasn't Gary Coleman that he said. What he said was, he looks like Arnold. And I had no idea what he was talking about until it kind of clicked when he was describing basically different strokes. And I was, oh, these are the kind of things, right? But he's also had, because our children are phenotypically more black than biracial looking, I guess, or whatever, he's had people ask him where he got them from. Like, those are the words they would use. Where'd you get them? And he basically is like, do I really have to explain fucking to you? Is that what we're about to do? But I think the conversation, I'm lucky to always be able to have these open conversations with my partner, with his family. I'm very honest about how I feel. And I think sometimes when people are in multicultural, multi-ethnic relationships, the person who might be of the marginalized variety can feel uncomfortable telling their partners basically that some of their brethren suck and that their life here isn't the same as theirs. But at this point, I definitely feel like my partner has made his stance with me known, and that he's like, I'm going to protect my family, my woman. Like, he steps in the role that he's supposed to step into with no problem and with full like commitment. And I think that's important for all women if you are in like a multicultural, multi-ethnic relationship, especially living abroad, because you can be alone otherwise. I have no family here. The friends that I have made are just basically new friends, other expats. And, you know, your partner is the person who has to be the one down for you. And if he isn't, she isn't, whatever, it's not the relationship you should have. Guys, subscribe to my channel. Let's meet in the comments, have conversation, and ciao, ciao for now.